Morena koutou, nau mai, haere mai ki tēnei kaupapa o te Kaumatua program, ko Walter Walsh tōku ingoa, te koutou kai whakataki mo te kaupapa o ngā Kaumatua program, mai te hauora o Turanganui a Kiwa. Anei he karaki e timatango tēnei kaupapa, he inoi tātou. He honore, he korore ki te atua, he maungaronga ki te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Hanga e te atua he ngā kauhau, ki roto ki tēnā o mātou. Whakatongi e tō wairua tapu, hei awhina, hei tohutohi a mātou, hei ako hoki i ngā mahi mo tēnei rā. Āmine. Good morning to you all whānau, and welcome to the Kaumatua program. To this Christmas special, I'd just like to take this short introduction to take this time to remember our Kaumatua who have passed this year of 2021. So we'll just have a moment of silence for our Kaumatua who have passed. And welcome back to KMP News, this Christmas special. Well, as you know, got to keep you up to date with information about what's happening around our rohe, especially with Tūranga Health. Let's go to the exercise programs that were Pop Health with Bernie. So, as you know, we're into the red light traffic framework at the moment. So, Puna Ora has finished for the year. For those of you who are part of Tūpakari, for those of you Paritahi tonight, and Thursday 6 p.m. outside the Paritahi Hall, meet there, weather permitting of course. Te Karaka, you are finished for the year. For those of you involved with Eke 2 and Manituke, this coming Thursday 10:30 a.m. meet outside Whakatō Marae, weather permitting. Te Karaka, you've got Tai Kori, Tai Chi, weather permitting, Wednesday 10:30 a.m. at the Scout Hall. For those of you part of Eke 2 in town, this Thursday, 10:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. weather permitting. This will be held at the Waikanai Surf Club for Tai Kori, Tai Chi and a bit of a hikoi. If you'd like to know more, you can phone Bernie on 869-0457. Coming up next, I'm going to give you a rundown on what else Tūranga Health has been up to. Now we're back with what's Tūranga Health been up to over the last few weeks. Well, I tell you what, on the 2nd of December, Tūranga Health put some hoops in schools. That's right. So they went to different schools around our region and we put in new hoops for the kids. So I think that's pretty cool, eh? Absolutely. But let's move on to the vaccination stuff. All right. Lots of vaccination things have been happening. So let's go back to Saturday the 27th of November. They had the Blackpool steam train. They did 3 total vaxes there. 100% Māori, 2 have had their first vax. On that same day, on Saturday the 27th of November, they went to Te Poho Rawiri Marae. They did 50 total vaxes, 84% Māori, 23 were getting their first vax. Sunday the 28th of November, Tūranga Health were at Tyndall Road. They did 62 total vaxes, 90% Māori, 32 first vaxes. On that same day, they were at Te Poho Rawiri Marae. They did 127 total vaxes, 80% Māori, 36 got their first vax. Let's move to Monday the 29th of November. Tūranga Health went to the Kirkpatrick shearing. They did 8 total vaxes there, 87% Māori, 8 fully vaxed. On Tuesday the 30th of November, they went to Downers. They did 13 total vaxes there, 85% Māori, 9 fully vaxed. They went to Atkinson Street on that Tuesday as well. They did 37 total vaxes, 80% Māori, 18 got their first vax. On Wednesday, the 1st of December, they went to Riversun in Whātātutu. They did 13 total vaxes, 100% Māori, 9 had their first vax. Wednesday, the 1st of December also, they were at Ormond drive-through, at the Ormond School drive-through. They did 20 total vaxes there, 70% Māori, 10 had their first vax. On Thursday, the 2nd of December, Tūranga Health went to Parutahi Horticulture. They did 3 total vaxes there, all fully vaxed, 100% Māori. Also on that day, they went to Davey Place, did 45 total vaxes, 69% Māori, 17 had their first vax. All right, we're just going to bring up a map now of some areas that still needs to be vaxed. So we're going to move to Manuka Street. There are 25 people in Manuka Street that still needs to be vaxed. Munro Street, still 60 people not vaxed at all. We're going across to Northcote Road. 17 people still need to be vaxed there. We go across to Centennial Crescent. There are 38 people in that street that haven't had a vax at all. We move along to going out to Lavenham Road. All right, 11 people out there still need to be vaxed. Parutahi, around the Parutahi school area, there are 48 people who haven't had a vaccination at all. We go to Balfour Road in Te Karaka. 13 people in Balfour Road still haven't had a vax. We go to Kanakanai Road. 25 people down their street haven't had a vaccination. Round about the Iopa Road, 17 people still need to be vaccinated. Also in Curry Street, there are people there, there's 17 that still need to be vaccinated. Station Road, only 2 people left to be vaccinated. Cliff Road, 6 people left in that street to be vaccinated. And over there in Library Road, 8 people still need to be vaccinated. And not forgetting Barry Street, there are 11 people that need some vaccinations. We go coming back into town towards Riverdale. There are 136 people in that Riverdale area still need to be vaccinated. Te Hapara area, 807 people still not vaccinated in Te Hapara. The Elgin area, 451 people still not vaccinated. We come along to Wakapapa, 612 people still need to be vaccinated. For Taupoko, there are 299 people still to be vaccinated. Ka pai? And of course, down the bottom of the chart there, you will see that there are about 213 people in that area still need to be vaccinated. We continue on with Friday the 3rd of December. Tūranga Health went to an emergency housing in Albert Reserve. They had 6 people there, totally vaxxed, total vaxxed I should say. Saturday the 4th of December, they went to Blackpool Park with the steam train. They had 45 total vaxxed. Sunday the 5th of December, they went back out to Parutahi drive-through, 35 total vaxxed. Te Karaka drive-through on that Sunday, 67 people got vaccinated. Harry Barker drive-through, 193 total vaxxed. They went to the marina, they did the Wakapapa teams, 4 total vaxxed. In total of that Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 350 people were done, 118 had their first vax, 74% Māori. Let's move up to Monday the 6th of December. Turanga Health were at the Harry Barker drive-through. 46 people were vaccinated that day. They went to Te Wharetu Wahine. 10 vaccinated that day. They went to Forrester House. 17 people got vaccinated. A total of 73 people. 38 had their first vax, 78% Māori. Tuesday, the 7th of December, Turanga Health went to Harry Barker. They did 50 vaccinations there. They also did Centennial Crescent that day and did 17 vaccinations. In total, 67 people were vaccinated, 22 had their first vax, 84% Māori. On Wednesday, the 8th of December, Thompson Horticulture. Turanga Health did that Thompson Horticulture. 10 staff over there got vaccinated. On that day also, Turanga Health were at Atley Place. 34 total vaccinations there. Also on that day, another team were at Oxford Street. They did Vax to the max. 17 people got vaccinated. A total of 61 people got vaccinated. 17 had their first vax, 82% Māori. On Thursday, the 9th of December, Turanga Health went to Mātai Street. They did 21 total vaxes there. Also on that same day, they had another team at Palmerston Road, and they did 39 total vaxes there. Total for that day, 60 people were vaccinated, 20 had their first vax, and 78% Māori. Saturday, the 11th of December, the teams were at Blackpool Park and Steam Train. Of course, the Steam Train were there. Atkinson Park, they were there from 10 o'clock to 1 p.m. and they did Wakapapa again at the marina from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I don't have any updates with those. I'll bring those to you maybe next year when we have another update. On the Sunday, the 12th of December, Turanga Health went to the Poverty Bay Rugby Park to do a drive-through there. They were from there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they also, on that same day, on Sunday the 12th of December, were at Te Pohorawiri Marae for their drive-through again from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So let's look at the overview of what Turanga Health has been up to for the whole year since this COVID started, well, way back in 2019, but for this year, particularly 2021, Turanga Health overview. You'll be pleased to know that just Turanga Health only had done 7,080 first vaccinations. That's amazing. Turanga Health did 4,750 second vaccinations. Turanga Health did 60 boosters. 57% were Māori, with a total vax of 6,800. With a grand total to this date of the 10th of December, 11,890 people were vaccinated by Turanga Health. Man, that is amazing, absolutely. So big ups to our team at Turanga Health. Now, let's look at Tairawhiti as a whole. Here is the overview as of the 10th of December. In Tairawhiti, that's including everybody from Turanga Health, DHB, Ngāti Parau Hauora, Hauiti, everybody in our region. First vax, 89% people got vaccinated. That is amazing. What we need though is 330 people to get vaccinated to reach that 90% for the first vaccination. Second vaccination, this is in Tairawhiti overview. 4,000 people need to be vaccinated to reach the 90% for their second vaccination. Just over 1,700 fully vaccinated last week. So will we hit the 90% by Christmas? I'm going to say yes. So then that way there, when it comes on the news, they can say Tairawhiti will be 90%, I think, before Christmas. That is the overview, whānau, of Turanga Health and Tairawhiti. All right, there's some vaccination updates for you. Back in a tick with what's coming up. And we're back. Whānau, welcome back to the KMP program, coming to you virtually on this wonderful Tuesday morning, our Christmas special. Now, I just want to give you some other updates on vaccination where Turanga Health are going to be this week. So today, our team is at they will be at Harry Barker drive-through this afternoon from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. On Wednesday, the 15th of December, they're going to be at Harry Barker from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Thursday, back at Harry Barker from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. At Te Pohorawiri, they're going to be there on Saturday, the 18th of December from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sunday, the 19th of December from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then they're going to do it all again the following week. Ka pai? Ka pai. Now, for those of you who've always wanted to find out more about the vaccine pass, because nowadays you've got to have the vaccine pass. Now, for our Kaumatua, they don't have a computer or internet. You can phone the 0800 number, which is 0800 222 478. Otherwise, if you live in the Kaiti area, pop in to see Polly Crawford at the Thai Tech over there in the Kaiti Mall. She will help you go through and get your vaccination pass. Otherwise, there are some pharmacies in our region that do your vaccine passes. Not all pharmacies do it. Here are the pharmacies that do the vaccine pass. They are Bramwell's Pharmacy at 232 Gladstone Road, Pharmacy 53, 10 Ballin Street, Harota Pharmacy at 92 Delator Road, and Sean Shivnan Pharmacy at 578 Gladstone Road. Just a reminder to take some ID with you, like whether your driver's license or passport or birth certificate. If you don't have any ID, if you've got like a medicine bottle, it'll have your NHI number on it, take it with you. Otherwise, when you go to the pharmacy, give them your name and address, and they will still be able to access and get your vaccine pass organised for you. Now, a lot of people have asked me about boosters. Boosters were available as from the 29th of November. You can get those from some vaccination clinics, from your pharmacies, and from your GP. All right, so booster shots are available for you all, for our Kaumatua. Don't forget, it has to be 6 months after your last vaccination, after your second vaccination. For those of you who have a low immune system, it's called the immune compromise. Most of you would get a third vaccination. If you get that third vaccination, you have to wait 6 months after that to get your booster. All right, it's just those Kaumatua have a low immune system. Ka pai? All right. Now, what I want to talk about is protecting your whakapapa. And because Christmas is just around the corner, good things to start organising now is food. You know, making sure you have like dried food, you know, like other things like staples, like brown sugar, flour, rice, powdered milk, high energy stuff, food in general. And if you've got animals, don't forget to get them some pet food. All right. Make sure you have plenty of water. Think about the possibility of your water supply being disrupted. You know, you can boil your water otherwise. Cleaning supplies. Maybe start planning now before Christmas sets in. Maybe stocking up with your cleaning supplies like detergents, bleach, rubbish bags, paper towels, that sort of stuff. Hygiene. Looking at, you know, don't overboard yourself, or don't go shopping and come back with packets and packets of toilet paper. There's plenty of toilet paper, all right? But just make sure you have enough. Toilet paper, soap, hand sanitizer, paper towels, toothpaste, sanitary products, all that sort of stuff. You know, even baby supplies. Don't forget communications. Make sure your phone's got chargers. Make sure you charge your phones. Help your whānau download apps. Make sure you got all your whānau's phone numbers, you know. Make sure you got all that. Medical supplies. Make sure that you have a stock of your medicines that you need to require, either through your GP or go to the pharmacy to get a cough mixture, whatever you need, that sort of stuff, like prescriptions, you know, basic first aid, plasters, things like that, you know, and your glasses. All right. So just something to think about. And if you want to know more, if you sort of want to know more about this sort of stuff, you can go and maybe phone the health line. They have all these sort of information for you, 0800 358 5453. Coming up next, we've got the best hat and best costume competition. Here are your nominees for the best hat. Here are your nominees for the best costume. And the winners are... Congratulations. And you can pick up your prize from our reception at Turanga Health in Derby Street. Coming up next, a bit of entertainment for you all. Our first group up is the Ukulele Club from the Elgin area there. They're quite a big group, but what we've done is we've had to minimize because we're in a small studio. So we've got 4 beautiful angels coming your way very shortly to have a bit of a sing-song. Well, there we go, whānau, the beautiful 4 angels from the Ukulele Club. And I just want to thank them very much for being here this morning to entertain you guys. Kia ora noa and welcome back to KMP News. Right now, though, I'm going to introduce to you a person who sort of works behind the scenes behind the KMP. She does everything else from logistics to attendance. Please welcome my colleague, Hineho Smaila. Tēnā koe, Hineho.
Kia ora, Wiz.
Kia ora, kia ora. And so anyway, just want to bring you in for this Christmas special for our Kaumatua, because they haven't seen you for a while either, because normally they're coming in the door, you're checking their attendance and all that sort of stuff. So just give our Kaumatua a bit of a rundown. How's it been for you with the Kaumatua program and Manaaki side and everything else like that?
Yep. Kia ora, tēnā koutou e ngā kuia kraua me ngā pakeke e tahuri mai ki tēnei o ngā pāhotanga. Ko Hineho tēnei e tuku ana ngā mihi kia koutou. Ko te tūmanako kei te noho ora, kei te noho haumaru koutou I o koutou kāinga I tēnei wā. What a year it's been. And despite all the ups and downs and the disruptions that we've had with lockdown and COVID, we have done our best to maintain connection and contact with our whānau by providing or delivering our program in this virtual space, but also making sure that we have our whānau's best interest in delivering kai and the manaakitanga that our whānau so much love and appreciate. So while it has been sad, I suppose, to some degree that we haven't been able to engage on a face-to-face basis, we have done our best to keep engaged with our whānau. And our hope, I'm sure you'd agree with, that come next year, we're in a better position to be able to have those face-to-face contact and programs for our whānau.
So where do you see us for 2022 coming around the corner? You know, we've got Christmas coming up. I don't know whether we get to Orange. Would that think we could get to that kanohi ki te kanohi?
Well, I certainly hope so, Wiz. And I know that there are lots of whānau out there who want to have that face-to-face engagement, and they are missing their fortnightly program.
Yep.
And we know that for a fact when we go and deliver our kai out to our whānau, they are missing each other, they are missing us, and just being able to touch. And, so our hope for 2022 was that we do get to that Orange and we're able to map out how we deliver our Kaumatua program next year.
Yeah, and so we haven't got a date sort of set as yet for next year, possibly sometime in February after the holidays are all over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Mantaira whiti tūranga, we're not that far away from hitting our 90%.
That's right.
First doses, we're a little bit away to get our second doses up to 90%, but we are definitely on the right track.
Ka pai. Now, any messages you want to
I do want to give a big shout out to our staff, our calling team that every fortnight make contact with our whānau out there to ensure that they're okay and let them know, hey, yep, Kaumatua program is running. You will get your kai before 11, before the program starts. So a big shout out to our calling team at Turanga Health, to all of our drivers and the people that deliver the kai. Without you, our whānau would not be able to receive the love and that manaakitanga that we like to give. To you, Wiz, tēnei te mihi hoki ki a koe mō nā hau I kawe tēnei hōtaka I runga I te ipurangi. Nō rei he tika me mihi ki a koe. Kia koutou e noho ki o koutou kāinga, ngā kuia kraua me ngā pakeke. Tēnei te mihi hoki ki a koutou, ko te tūmanako, kei te noho ora koutou. Tēnei hoki te mihi o te krihi me te tauhau e tū mai nei, ngā manaakitanga me te aroha nui ki a koutou. Mauri ora ki a tātou.
And hoi anō, and mihi anō ki a koe, so for all your support, you know, as my 2IC, because a lot of people don't realise you got to do all the logistics side of things, you know, attendance forms and doing all this sort of stuff. So I just want to say thank you very much for all your support. And I think you and I make a pretty good team for the Kaumatua program.
Well done.
And we're knocking it there. So from Hineho and I, mere krihi me te kia koutou, me te tauhou.
Kia ora.
Kia Kia ora and welcome back to KMP News, and it is time now for our special guest, or one of our special guests, and we normally have him at every KMP program at Christmas time, and it's our very own Santa Claus at Tūranga Health. Please welcome the CEO, Mr. Rewiti Ropiha. Kia ora, Rewiti.
Kia ora there, Wiz. Mihi niu ki a koe. Ki ngā klaua me ngā kuia, mihi nui koutou. Mihi mai mo te tautoko te mahi, mo te hauora, mo te mahi o COVID, mo ngā whānui o tūranga me te tai rāwhiti. Mihi mai koutou.
Kia ora, Rewiti. So, well, we're coming to the end of the year just about, you know, Christmas just around the corner. Is like the CEO of Tūranga Health, I know all the staff have been really busy with vaccination spaces, so just give us a quick run through of what this whole year's been like for Tūranga Health, as in work-wise, visitors coming, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, as if I can, I go back to, I think, one of the very first Kaumatua program, where we sort of canvassed a bit of a kōrero that this was going to be the year of the vaccine. You know, we gave the kōrero that the COVID space will be, you know, won't be a straight line. There'll be vaccines will be rolling out. We had the flu, influenza, we had the measles and bowel screening. So if I go back to February, you know, I was having those courageous conversations, and come April and May, boom, we were right into it, you know. And if there was ever one audience that sort of fronted and set the benchmark, it was Kaumatua, really. And when you look at the vaccination rates here in Tairāwhiti, Kaumatua are about 98%. So they're really leading the front in that sort of space. But this year has probably been one of the most challenging years in our, you know, Tūranga Health's been around now for about 23 years. This has been the most challenging year that, in my memory, that this community's ever faced.
Just on the vaccinations, what's Tūranga Health making a huge difference by changing it up and going into the neighbourhood compared to being at a static place where you stay there and people just turn up? If they turn up, they don't, they do whatever. But with Tūranga Health going into that neighbourhood area, how's that working? Is that working?
I mean, if I go back again, I'll look at, you know, when we first started, we went to the marae. We went from Muriwai all the way up to Matawai, Mangatu, Waihirere, Pakowhai, Manatuke. And maraes were our key vehicle. Then we shifted to drive-throughs. Then we shifted to going into the neighbourhood using the parks and reserves. And now we've been going into the streets. And each one of those methods, we've been able to connect with Māori whānau, you know. Has it made a difference? Well, you can see that in the stats now. Where we were probably about 2 months ago to where we are now, we're about 300 whānau off from being 90%. That's the whole district. In Māori, we're about roughly about 85%. So 5% still to go. But you know, where we were, about 2 months ago to where we are now, all that mahi about going into the streets, going into the neighbourhoods, connecting in that space, other than just running it from one locality, it's made a hell of a difference.
Wow.
And I do put us, you know, as far as a tūranga hauora space, because as you said, the last 9 weeks we haven't had a break. We've been working Monday to Sunday. And I back our team to have that fortitude to keep going, you know. We're up, and you'll know this, there's teams at 6 a.m. in the morning, there's teams 7 o'clock at night. But I know what is in our focus is all about connecting with whānau and at least trying to future-proof us. You know, unfortunately, it's in the system, it's in the wastewater system. And we're just waiting, unfortunately, for it to rear its ugly head. And then, so yeah, our kōrero is all now about the preparedness, unfortunately, in this space, yeah.
So, apart from all the vaccination clinics and everything else, what else has been happening at Tūranga Health? Like, I mean, tell us about some visits that you've had.
Yeah, no, good. We had we were fortunate enough, over the last couple of months, we've had a couple of ministerial visits. We've had Kitty Allen come through, we've had Meka Whaitiri come through. We were gracious enough to host the Prime Minister. She's come through. And, you know, it was all about putting the face in the community, recognising the mahi that we have been doing as far as the hold is concerned, but giving us the sort of reassurance that what we're doing to keep continuing with. Although it might come across a bit unusual having a street party or doing things in a neighbourhood park, we were still connecting with the whānau. And so they gave us, the reassurance and the fortitude that as far as this government was concerned, they were happy with the mahi of Tūranga Health, and they would back us in these spaces. So no, they were good meetings, good hui. They met the kaimahi, met our staff, and they were visible and we could touch them. So they weren't Zooms or anything like that, you know what I mean? They were here, flesh and blood, and prepared to give us a high five.
Great. So with Christmas just around the corner, getting close to the Christmas day, you've got staff working all the way up to Christmas?
Yeah, mate, yeah. So we've set ourselves to work right up until that Friday, that 24th. We will be putting the majority of our staff on leave for a good 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And we'll have a skeleton staff that'll man Tūranga Health. We built in one provision though, unfortunately, and that's, if there is an outbreak in the district, then our staff will be called back on. And that's just around the repercussion of a COVID outbreak and what that could mean. Touch wood, we get a bit of a break, and then we reset ourselves for 2022 in January.
Okay, so what's the plans for Tūranga Health? Looking forward to 2022. What's coming up for Tūranga Health?
Yeah, it's going to be some interesting times. I think there's going to be more of that COVID hangover. We'll still be chasing up second vaccines. I think that's going to go through right through till probably the end of January, unfortunately. So there's still some of that money to be done. There's still the booster shots to come through. We'll have the resetting of, in a lot of our services we've had to put on hold, of course, the Kaumatua program, our activities in Elgin. Those sort of things, we'll probably reset ourselves and see what happens in that month of January. But we have some good things coming up in 2022. We're about to unlock a bit of a hauora hub in Elgin. So we've pulled down the old GP practice, Nanyakara.
Okay.
And so we'll be putting a facility in there on site for that Elgin. I think the challenges of COVID will still spread into 2022.
Okay. So just to sort of finish off a little bit, Rewiti, is there any messages you want to share with our Kaumatua? Anything at all?
My key thing is for Kaumatua is to say, ngā mihi, if there was ever an audience or whānau that backed the hauora mahi going back to March and February, and it was Kaumatua, bro, I put it on the line. And they set the benchmark. If we could have done this again, it would have been, I believe, a lot more sort of whānau-centric, if we could have had that opportunity back. Hei anō, we keep moving. But I'm gracious of the tautoko that Kaumatua got alongside us. Back in those early days, they backed us. I'm extremely grateful of that support and the ongoing support. Even today, we still have Kaumatua prepared to bring their mokos and, in front of those sort of kōrero and those sort of conversations. So, and the proof's in the pudding. When you look at the statistics and you look at one segment of the population who are fronted, Māori Kaumatua have been right at the top. Wow,
amazing. Well, look, Rewiti, thank you very much for coming in this morning and having a bit of a kōrero to our Kaumatua out there. All I can say is, have a good Christmas to you and your whānau, and to the rest of the staff at Tūranga Health. We wish them all the best for their Christmas and New Year's.
All right.
And back soon. Coming up next, a lady who's a dear friend of mine, a very talented singer, songwriter. She actually won the Senior of the Country Music Entertainer of the Year for 2021. Coming up next, the very talented Lawinia Gordon.
Kia ora te whānau e noho mā takitaki mai nei. Ko te mihi tuatahi kia koutou ngā kaumātua. Nā koutou te karanga, te pōhiri mo tēnei kaupapa nō reira tēnā koutou. Hello everybody, my name is Rawinia Gordon. You may also know me as Rawinia Puia. I'm very privileged and honoured to be a guest on the Kaumatua show. My dad is one of the participants in the Kaumatua program. So big kiss to you, Dad. Mwah. And you may have met my dad. His name is Papa Paua. I always hear the amazing raves about the kaupapas and the activities that you guys do. So thank you fellas so much for looking after my dad. And today I hope to look after yous with some beautiful light entertainment. So the waiata that I would like to do first, I'd like to start off with a karakia. Ko ako pērau mai taku pāpā. Dad's taught us to always start everything with a karakia. So nei taku karakia mō koutou. Tēnā koutou. Ka tukuna kia rere noa ngā whakamoe miti kia tau mai rā te wairua Amine. Ka tuku whakamoe miti atu ki a ihoa Mō ngā taonga kuata koha mai Ho mai ngā moiotanga Kia mātou, kia tiaki pai, kia orai Mō ake tonu atu e Ake tonu atu e Ake tonu atu e Amine Ka tuku whakamoe miti atu Ki a ihoa Tēnā koutou. All right, now getting to the gist of things. I'm so excited to be entertaining you today. Ko wai tēnei e noho mai, he uri au no ngā ariki kaipūtahi, no Ngāti ue pohatu hoki. Aku marae, ko mga tū, me mga hāne, aku maunga, ko manutahi, raua ko maunga haumia, oku awa, ko mga hānea, raua ko mga tū. Nō reira nei tēnei uri o poraurangi, o Rāwiri Tamanui hoki, e mihi atu nei ki a koutou, I tēnei wā kirihimiti. All right, so I'd like to share, here's my gift for you for Christmas. I'd like to share an original song that I have written. It's got a very country feel to it, and this was composed when my uncle passed away. He was a very loving uncle, one of the favourites. I'm sure we all have favourite aunties and uncles. And Uncle Para was ours, Frank Peka Puia. So, anei te waiata. Hey brother, hey friend, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Hey, hey brother, hey friend, I'm missing you more each day, and I'm holding my memories of yesterday. You were there quietly, even when I couldn't see, just getting on with everything so quietly. You always made time, I made excuses. You so giving and are so selfish. Hey, hey, brother, hey, friend. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Hey, hey, brother, hey, friend. I'm missing you more each day, and I'm holding my memories of yesterday. All I ever gave, all I ever shared, and all I ever wanted was to tell you that I love you. All I ever gave, all I ever shared, and all I ever wanted was to tell you that I love you. Hey, hey, brother, hey, friend. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Tēnā koutou. All right, as you can tell, I'm more of a singer than a guitar player, but ko tēnei taku wero ki au anō. One thing I didn't do while learning to sing was to play an instrument, so that is the challenge that I have put before myself, is to back myself up and not always ring for favours as we do. Uncle, auntie, kazi, haramai, haramai. Koe tira. Right, I would like to introduce you to a very special guest. She is one of our members, one of our junior members of our Gisborne Country Music Club. And yes, I'm very proud because yes, I am her mum. But she's done amazing in this journey of becoming a country music singer. So please, homai te paki paki for Carly Jill Gordon. Right, you can come by the mic. Right, mihi atu ki te whānau.
Kia ora.
Kia tō waiata i te rangi nei.
I'm going to be singing Grandpa.
Kia ora. Korite. I just don't want to block you. Yeah. So nei mō ngā karaua e mātakitaki mai nei, a nei te waiata mō koutou.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the lines between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Love is really falling, love to stay. Stand beside each other, come what makes a promise really something that people can and just never say.
Family.
Families really bow their heads to pray, and Daddy's really never going away. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Grandpa, everything is changing fast. We call it progress, but I just don't know yet. Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me the picture of long ago. Lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come amazed. A promise really something that people kept, just something they would say and forget. Families really bow their heads to pray. Well, daddy's really never going away. Oh, whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
Oh, tēnā koe, Carly Jill. Karawi. So now we have a Christmas treat for you. We would like to teach you a Christmas song that I wrote. All right, so me and Carly Jill are going to walk you guys through it. The words are very simple, so you're going to follow us. Ka vai? Rawe. Right, korite, my baby. Hana koko, kei hea koe, kei te tatari mai aho ki a koe, kei whianga prehana, kei te tatari mai aho, kaua koe e ware ware ki taku whare. Hana koko, kei hea koe, kei te tatari mai aho ki a koe, kei whianga prehana, kei te tatari mai aho, kaua koe e ware ware ki taku whare. Hana koko, kei hea koe, kei te tatari mai aho ki a koe, kei whianga prehana, kei te tatari mai maua, kaua koe e ware ware ki taku whare. Hana koko. Hea wehi. Ka pai. So, if you don't know any Christmas carols, poto and kei roto i te reo Māori hoko. Hoki, so you can sing our hana koko kei hea koe waiata, ko tēnei tā māua tā koha ki a koutou katoa, nō reira ko te mea nui meri kirihimete. All right, it wouldn't be quite a country segment without a bit of a yodel, would it, whānau? Ka wai. So we're going to get up and get off this stool because we need to stand for this one. Kua rite, so e tū mai mātou, and you're going to be yodeling too. Kia ora. And a lot of people say, where do you get your yodel from? From my karanga. Mai te mahi kapahaka, karanga i runga i te marae. Oh, ka puta mai te yodel, ka tika. Right, this is quite a famous one, so hopefully it's a familiar tune, and if not, you just tap your toes and have fun. But here is my country tune to you guys, our beautiful Kaumatua. Ka kore koutou, ka kore mātou. Nō reira, nei te mihi ki a koutou mō koutou mahi nunui ki runga i o mātou marae, ki roto i o mātou hāpori, ki tō iwi hapu, tīnā koutou ngā Kaumatua. High mountain on a clear and sunny day. There I met this yodeling boy in his little Swiss chalet. He told me to yodel, yodel-o-dee-a-lay, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-doo. He told me to yodel, yodel-o-dee-a-lay, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-doo. Did you catch that? Yes, ka pai, stay with me. Here we go. If you did it like like that, you're cheating. Let's go back. All right. All right, second verse. Oh, now I'm gonna teach you how to yodel just like me. It's easy when you sing and you go yodel-o-dee. First, take a deep breath, haki roto. Just like you do in your Tai Chi, haki waho. And exhale 1, 2, 3. Then you'll hear the yodel if you listen close to me. Well, this is how you yodel. Well, this is how you yodel. Kwarite. All right, we're going for the big one now. Let's go, whānau. No cheating. Back it up, yes. Flick that koro, just like we do in the karanga and kabaka. Come on. Right, we're putting this down. We've got to go really fast now. Woo! Kore te whānau, haki roto, haki waho. Haki roto, paki mai. Nei te mihi. Kei te awa wera I roto nei. Ko te tūmanako kei te noho haumaru koutou ki te kāinga. Ka tika. I'm very bilingual. Nā te mea ko tira taku reo tuatahi. Ara ko te reo Māori. And I am able to express myself freely in that language. But I'm also able to communicate in te reo Pākehā. So aroha mai if I keep switching backwards and forwards. But nei te mihi ki a koutou ngā Kaumatua, e noho mai nei, ko te tūmanako, kia pai tō koutou krihimiti, kia tau mai te hau, te tauhau, kia haumaru mai koutou I roto I te tauhau hoki. Nō reira, nei te mihi mai toku whānau, kia koutou, mere krihimiti. Ka kite!
Ka kite! Have a great day.
Well, there we go, whānau. The very talented Rawenia Gordon and her daughter performing for you guys today. Kia ora and welcome back to KMP News. Well, we've come to the end of our KMP News, whānau. Look, I just want to take the time now to say thank you to you all, you beautiful Kaumatua. I mean, I have missed you guys face to face, but I do see you out and about in town. We have a wave or we come to Tai Chi, but I know it's not the same. So from me to you, I just want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. If you have to travel away out of town for your Christmas to be with your family and friends, can I just advise, please don't forget to take your masks, take hand sanitizer, and just be aware of your distancing. I mean, if you're going into a different town, all right? I know it's time to be with whānau, but if you're going to be staying home, enjoy the whānau that are with you and enjoy each other's company. So from me and my whānau to you, mere krihi mete kia koutou, me te tauhau. Kia pai tō rā.